Welcome to a new planetary and seismic update. In the previous update, I discussed in detail the critical geometry that we had on the 14th. Venus in a right angle with Earth and Neptune, which is known to trigger major and even great earthquakes. We anticipated stronger seismic activity, in particular on the 15th and 16th. If you look at the SGI graph so far, we do indeed see an obvious clustering of stronger earthquakes on the 15th and 16th. It peaked magnitude 6. 2 magnitude 6 earthquakes actually, but it's still low 6 magnitude. And this is a trend that is consistent since early April. The largest earthquake in 12 weeks is only a 6.6, so this is way below average. Earth is really in a quiet period, and we only see borderline 6 magnitude earthquakes. This is also the reason why we use a 5.5 magnitude threshold. So obvious clustering on the 15th and 16th, and then we look at the critical geometry, the convergence on the 17th, which is Earth in the right angle with Venus and Neptune. They always come in pairs, but that geometry is less critical than Venus at the right angle. But we do have Earth in a conjunction with Mercury and Venus. And that converged with a lunar conjunction with Mars as well. We see this in the solar system. The right angle geometry in purple, Earth at the right angle position with Venus and Neptune. And we also see the conjunction, the lunar conjunction with Mars. And from a different perspective, we see Earth in a conjunction with Mercury and Venus, and we also see the lunar conjunction with Mars. That happened yesterday, and we already see some seismic increase as a result. Yesterday, 5.5 and a 5.7, a minimal clustering, and then this morning, a 5.6 and also a 5.9 at Tonga, borderline 6 magnitude, just happened this morning. So again, an obvious seismic response to the critical geometry. There is the potential for a major earthquake, larger seismic activity, perhaps later today or tomorrow, because we haven't seen any major seismic activity so far. Again, Earth is really in a quiet period for several weeks now, so it's difficult to say what exactly is going to happen. But going by the planetary geometry that we had since the 14th, still no major earthquake. There is still the potential, and that could happen again later today or tomorrow. The atmospheric fluctuations that we picked up yesterday, a significant one was over Asia, in particular the Assam region, and that deserves a bit of attention because that region can produce great earthquakes. The last time was in 1950, magnitude 8.6, and before then was in 1897, so more or less 50 years in between, also an 8.6, 8.7. That region can produce these great earthquakes. I'm not going to say that it is going to happen in the next few days because nobody knows with certainty, but there is the potential. We are over 70 years now since the last one, and the Earth can produce them within 50 years, we know that, but it can also take another 10 years, nobody knows for sure. But we have these atmospheric fluctuations yesterday over the Assam region, Tibet, and also to the south, Sumatra, northern Sumatra. There can also be stronger seismic activity. That's also a subduction zone. So again, no major earthquakes so far, a trend that we've seen in the last 12 weeks, nothing over 6.6 magnitude. And Earth can have these quiet periods, but stress is still building up. So we can be taken by surprise if we don't take heed of the planetary and lunar geometry. Like we have this convergence here on the 17th. Again, later today, tomorrow, there can be stronger seismic activity, maybe a major earthquake. This is the update so far. We are going towards a full moon, and I will discuss that in the next update. Stay safe. Until next time.